Wezy versus Ekuhda. Let's see how Wezy does versus Ekuhda here. Should be quite good. So Wezy is Mexicans. And looks like Ekuhda is the Italians. So we got a Mexico versus Italy. Interesting. That's a fascinating one. I don't know how that one's going to turn out, but we'll have to see. Italians right away building their market, followed by a house, using the architect, which means that while the architect is building it initially, it means that the building is technically free to build, so you don't have to pay any wood. But it's done at a very slow rate. So what you do is, you build the building as long as you can for it not to hinder your build order, and then you turn on the finished construction ability, and then you pay out the rest of the wood to build it at a normal rate. So effectively, if you plan it really well, you can save a ton of wood using this architect, while still spending the wood where you need to not hold up your population and your other stuff, which is good. Another thing you do with Italy, queue up 1,000,000 marketects. Get your blunderbuss, get your gray coat, get your gang saw, get your placer mines, hunting dogs, even the other marketects in age early. And you know why? Because with the Italians, every time you research a technology, you get a free villager. So Italians don't actually get villager cards, they just get free villagers from their techs, which can be even better than a 3 villager card is, because look, he's already got a free villager. Hunting dogs is going to give him free villager number 2. If he's already got great code, then he probably already has free villager number 3. You know, same with gang saws, same with placer mines. From the market alone, you can effectively get free 9 villagers from the market techs. That's pretty good, and then you count in all the military upgrades, and yeah, it's quite good if you're Italy. I think even the native techs as well count as that, so look out for native sites as well. So another free villager here coming out. Look at that, another free one, another freebie. With Italy, you start out with the card Capitalism, because you don't get villager cards, so Capitalism is the preferred card to start with, usually. And then from there, you typically go for Lombards. Try to build a lot of Lombards. Basically, Lombards allow you to trade 1 resource for 2 other ones in a mixture. So you can take about 250 food and turn it into a mixture of wood and gold to balance out your economy. Right? But there are some awesome cards like these ones here. Your Monte de Pieta, Senenzi financiers, your Lucan financiers, and then your Florentine ones that essentially give you free resources at the Lombard. So it's like a huge acquisition of resources at each Lombard that you own, and then you get a ton of resources from it. So yeah, it's a really good way to boom up quickly as Italy, right? Typically with Italy and the architect, you just build a wall of houses at the start, right? Because you got so much time on your hands at the start to do that. You save probably 200, 300, 400 wood just building a bajillion houses, and then you have that population ready to go when it's time to fight. Whether it's H2 with Pavasiers, or if it's later with Bersiglianes and whatever troops you need. Yep, so Italy's going to go with the governor, whereas Mexico going up with Michoacán. So Vivid and Taxicala. So what's their deck here? So deck-wise, from the looks of it, they might be going Revolt, or they might be going Fast Fortress. I can't tell yet, because notice the lack of unit cards here. The lack of unit cards is very telling. It means either A, Revolt, or 2, Fast Fortress. Right, so let's see what this Mexico has in store for us here. The Michoacán has 2 Evertechs, but they're all fishing related, except for this one, which gives you XP and stuff, so a little bit different. Yeah, I believe it's going to be semi to full Fast Fortress here for the Mexico. Well, wait a second, no. They're actually queuing up some soldados right now, so you got the middle hacienda in the middle of the map for map control, followed by the soldado. The reason why you keep a hacienda in the middle of the map is because this can deliver home city shipments. So you want it here middle map, so you whether you're delivering wagons or whatever, it'll be right there in the center of the map, so you can like do whatever you need to around it, which is quite good. Alright, so we got a couple soldados here, some elite Mexican muskets. These are 2 pop soldiers, so they're very strong trooper. Any of those you can get, really good. What else do we got? We got 700 gold coming in, really nice. For the Italy, we got 700 wood. Followed by, let's see, more architects, very nice. So if you get multiple architects, that just means you're going to be able to queue up multiple free buildings at the same time. And more than likely, you're going to be able to build more of those structures without having to finish them with wood, which is great. So what Wezy does goes for a Central America revolt. So this is a particular build for Mexico that goes around this card right here, the Santa Maria Fire, which gives you more soldados. So if you love the soldado unit, this is a great card because it ships 4 of them in on top of the ones you're training. And then it gives you a free petard with every card that you send, including this one. So you get free siege troopers to blow up buildings while still getting a batch of soldados from your military here. The difference between Central America Revolt and the Baja one is the Central America one does not convert your villagers. It actually gives you free 8 villagers and is considered an economic boom revolt. So it actually beefs up your economy. It doesn't shut it down. It actually makes it better. Alright, so we're going to use one of those petards right away to rush this house. Boom. 10 population down. Now I'm going to try to engage the Pavasir crossbows now, as best as you can. Looks like, I believe Soldados can handle Pavasirs no problem because of their high stats. Should be pretty easy to do, honestly. Yep. Pavasirs are down now. But the Minutemen have just arrived. These guys are they siege troopers? Yes, they are siege troopers. So I believe these Minutemen have a multiplier against grenade troopers, right? I believe they do. I could be wrong. Looks like the Soldados are still winning either way. More Pavasirs being trained out of the barracks. Oh, those petards are nasty. Blowing up the houses. Also, with Central America, you do get this good infinite Falconet shipment card that gives you a Falconet, and then after Santa Maria Fire, you get a free petard as well. So you just send that on sort of a conga line while training Soldados, and that's sort of a rush build that Mexico does with Central America. Looks like in this case it's successful, and the Italy just isn't capable of holding up with their regular infantry. So that was a good demonstration of the Santa Maria Central America rush with Mexico, basically. There. Quite good.